Some dreams look foolish from the outside. Not dangerous, not impossible, just foolish. The kind of dream that makes people shake their heads and wonder why you won't let it go. 4 years. That's exactly how people saw John James Audubon. While others built businesses, earned money, and established stable lives, he wandered through forests. While others focused on practical goals, he spent countless hours studying birds. And while his finances collapsed around him, he continued chasing a vision few people understood. To many, it looked like obsession. To Audubon, it felt like purpose. And that purpose would eventually produce one of the most extraordinary achievements in natural history. But first, it would cost him almost everything. Long before his name became famous, Audubon was simply a young man searching for his place in the world. Born in the French colony of Saint-Domingue, later raised in France, Audubon grew up fascinated by the natural world. While other children focused on ordinary pursuits, he found himself drawn to wildlife, particularly birds. Their colors, their movements, their behavior. He observed them constantly, sketching, studying, remembering. Yet fascination alone doesn't build a future. And eventually, Audubon would have to face the same question everyone faces. How do you turn passion into a life? His father sent him to America. The opportunity seemed promising. A new country, new possibilities, a chance to build something meaningful. Audubon tried business. He tried managing property. He attempted to establish financial stability, but there was a problem. His heart was elsewhere. Whenever he had the chance, he returned to nature, returned to observation, returned to birds. The work that paid the bills never captivated him the way the work he loved did. And over time, the consequences began to appear. Failure, business ventures struggled. Money became scarce. Debt accumulated. Opportunities disappeared. The practical path that others expected him to follow was falling apart. To many observers, the verdict seemed obvious. He had failed, not because he lacked intelligence, not because he lacked effort, but because he remained devoted to something that offered no clear reward. And this is where many dreams end, not because they're impossible, but because reality becomes expensive. Most people don't abandon their dreams because they stop caring. They abandon them because life presents a bill they don't know how to pay. Audubon faced a choice: accept defeat or continue. Continue despite uncertainty. Continue despite criticism. Continue despite financial hardship. continue despite having no guarantee that any of it would matter. He chose to continue, and that decision changed everything. The impossible goal. Audubon set himself an enormous challenge. He wanted to document the birds of America in a way nobody had ever attempted before. Not simple sketches, not rough observations. He wanted life, movement, detail, accuracy. He wanted people to see birds as living creatures rather than static specimens. The project demanded extraordinary effort. Traveling through wilderness, studying species firsthand, creating artwork on a scale that seemed almost impossible. Years of work, years of uncertainty, years of sacrifice. The long middle. This is the part history often summarizes. But it may be the most important part. Because success wasn't waiting around the next corner. Recognition didn't arrive quickly. There were no guarantees, no promises, no certainty, only work. The same work repeated day after day. Observation, sketching, travel, revision, persistence. The kind of persistence that feels invisible while you're living it. We often admire great achievements, but we rarely appreciate the years when nobody was applauding. Eventually, the quality of Audubon's work began attracting attention. People saw something different, something remarkable. The vision others had dismissed started becoming visible. His collection would grow into what became Birds of America, a work so ambitious and detailed that it would secure his place in history. The dream that once appeared foolish suddenly looked visionary, but the work itself hadn't changed. Only the world's perception of it had. History remembers the masterpiece. It remembers the achievement, the recognition, the legacy. But those things came later, long after the uncertainty, long after the failures, long after the moments when quitting would have seemed completely reasonable. The world eventually saw a visionary. But first, it saw a man chasing a dream nobody understood. And maybe that's where the story meets you. Maybe there's something in your life you're still working toward, something that matters to you, even if the results aren't obvious yet. Even if other people don't fully understand why you keep going. And maybe you've started wondering whether they're right, whether it's time to let it go, whether all the effort has been wasted. James Audubon can't answer those questions for you, but his life offers a reminder. Not every meaningful pursuit comes with immediate results. Not every worthwhile journey looks successful while you're living it. Sometimes the value of what you're building is invisible for a very long time. So if you're in a season where the progress feels slow, where the work feels unnoticed, where you're tempted to believe that nothing is happening, Remember this: the years that looked like failure in Audubon's life were often the very years that made his greatest achievement possible. And perhaps that's worth remembering when you're living through years that don't seem to be leading anywhere yet. The power of pain, where broken stories become unbreakable strength. Thank you for watching.